concepts. This channel, we strive to continue to better our minds and dogs and inform others to the best of our ability when it comes to these dogs. We plan to not cause any controversy and maybe help somebody out in any way we can. So thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned, and we'll be with you in a moment. What is up? What is up? What is up? We are back with another episode of Catch Dog Concepts. Hope y'all like that last video I did for y'all, man. You know, I think it was some great information on a real misunderstood breed. Some still don't even like it today, even with some of the truths I made it display. But it's another topic for another time. So today I wanted to talk about why people believe protection training is the only solidification or form of work in dogs. But we have hundreds of breeds that have been around for centuries and are still today performing the duty of what they were supposed to be doing before. Are still performing the duty they were bred to do that many years ago, or why they were created in the first place. But I think people believe that protection training is the end all be all, or that solidification, or even some of the methods they trying to bring over to other things as far as the state guardians and what they go up against and how the things react to them or what they do to the state guardian. But people believe it's that because it's flashy. They love it. They love how it looks. The 10-second clip of the dog biting the sleeve, shaking and screaming or biting. It's just it's so beautiful to them. They believe it's what all dogs are supposed to do. But when we do this, we're contradicting uh not evolution, but the development of these breeds and why they're still here today and why they're built the way they are built and the way they move and why they do what they do. You know what I mean? It's excuse me. At that point, we're trying to fight genetics and we're trying to fight what's been instilled in them for centuries, like I stated. Uh, like when they say protection training, if your dog isn't doing protection training, it's not a working dog. But that's not realistic. Um, and I'd say protection training isn't even work. That is tuning of different traits and different genetics and different things that a dog may do. But if you don't translate that protection training to police work, military work, or being a security dog or a guard dog for security, then you're just training a dog to do nothing really, honestly. And if I worded that wrong or weird, I'm not saying protection training is bad. I love it myself. I like the concept of it. I love when I see dogs doing it. But it's not the end all be all, like I stated. Doing protection training is gonna be key to build up to, like I just stated, security work, military work, being a security guard dog, even a like a business guard dog, like say for like a junkyard or something like that. You know what I mean? But what am I saying? It's just become a popularity thing with the bite work, and I think it'll run its course. It'll probably always be around, but hopefully I can wake a few people up with what I state in this video today. Um, so I always say understand history of dogs, and I'll probably continue to say it just because people don't understand it or disregard it or even disrespect it. Like let's say for instance, South African boar with the old charka, the what else? The I don't know. The Kangal. These are the Kangal is another state guardian. But the South African boar with the old charka, the I can't even think of a breed right now. I'm sorry. Let me see. I can't even think of a. I mean, Anatolian Shepherd. That's kind of. I mean, it's still the same kind of thing. But Central Asian Shepherds, like these breeds, are state guardians, so they deter animals, humans, whatever, from disrupting the property, disrupting other animals that they may be guarding, disrupting maybe a human from coming and stealing food, animals, money, whatever, inside of a home or a farm or a homestead. Uh, they weren't bred. They weren't just solely bred to be protection trained dogs or dogs that do bite work. These are dogs that deter, have been bred for hundreds of years to do these things. And even like the Ovcharka and some of these other shepherds have been shaped and molded by their environment to do it. In some cases there are standards for them, but like I said, there's also crossbreeding that goes on with the different shepherds. They have been molded and shaped by their environment. Some of those dogs don't eat for 5 to 10 days because they have to make sure the flock or herd moves and doesn't get lost or separated. And they know this by genetics. The Borbal knows something's not supposed to be there or its intentions by genetics. And and people tamper with that when they do this bite work or this bite training. Sometimes some dogs are capable of it, but dogs are individuals at the end of the day. So some are better at it and some aren't. I've talked to people. They say when they do protection training with Borbals, sometimes they become man eaters and they become not houseable with other people and have to be housed by themselves. Um, Same thing in Neapolitan Mastiff. People state they should not be doing protection training at all because they're disobedient. They will bite at any point in time when they feel like it's okay, uh, and just become a nuisance with that and become a liability. And when you don't understand that, that's when you become the problem and the dog doesn't. Because like I've stated, some of these dogs aren't even bred to be doing that. And then people also crap on dogs for not being able to perform a function of like protection training, or saying they should be doing this, they should be running for a mile, they should be running for I don't know, they should be running for 8 blocks chasing a man. That's unrealistic in the sense of the dog and its shape, its build, its form, and its standard. Um, you're asking I don't know, you're asking a elephant, you're asking a lion to run like a cheetah, and that's not realistic. Um, like the Neapolitan Mastiff, I stated this in the last video, so I don't want to repeat it, but it's just people try and say how things should be shaped or how a dog should be shaped or how it should look, or they don't like that look. But this dog wasn't even an American dog. This dog was bred in Italy. This dog was bred in Africa. This dog had its own shape and form to fit its function to perform it at its best ability. And honestly, I think if we gave the choice to and I'm not saying I'm a part of like the show community, the working dog community. I'm a part of my own community. I'm a part of the dog community. I love dogs. I love all breeds of dogs, really. I prefer some more than others, but still, I just love to talk about dogs, read about dogs, learn about dogs, and just look at dogs. You know what I mean? But if all these working dog enthusiasts or all these people that believe the dog should be shaped like a Malinois when it's a 150-pound Mastiff or Molosser, I think if we gave them the ability to change all these standards, change how these dogs look, in the snap of a finger, all the dogs will look the same or be shaped the same and be doing the same exact things, or would be the same concept of the same looks and same things. That's why we have different breeds for different things. If you want a dog with high endurance that'll be able to run for a long period of time, get a greyhound. Don't go get a English Mastiff. If you don't like English Mastiffs, that's fine, but understand what they're supposed to be, the standard states, and what they are used for. They are home guardians, property guardians, and are capable and big enough to be able to defend against men or larger animals. And I've seen videos of them doing this. Also, I've seen it, especially with the Neo. I've seen them go up against big predators or big game or whatever. I won't show it on here, but I have seen it. Believe it or not. I mean, it doesn't matter. But like I said, it's disrespectful to disregard a dog's purpose or function because you think it should be doing protection training. Like I said, it's not realistic. It favors certain genetics unfairly and unfavors some genetics unfairly. Like livestock guardians and the state guardians are independent dogs most of the time. I mean, they can be handler breed or handler oriented or owner oriented, but just as far as taking orders, protection training, and all that, it's not a thing to do. I actually interviewed a guy that has livestock guardian dogs. He did protection training with one, and he stated it almost killed the man that was in a decoy suit. If he didn't grab the dog in time, he would have killed them. That is a liability. That is not a protection trained dog, or that is not a real intense working dog. That's a liability, and it's not realistic for somebody to own that. You know what I mean? In that sense of what it can do to somebody, and you're trying to train for that. Uh, Function defines form. At the end of the day, that's just straight cold facts. The reason the dog looks and acts the way it does is because of what it was bred to do, not how it scores in protection trials, protection training, or whatever. It's bred for a reason to do what it does, and you pushing it to do something is fine. But let's not disregard or try and crap on the breed for not doing what you believe it should be doing. A lot of breeds are multi-purpose at the same time. Also, some dogs will herd, guard, hunt, and protect all on the same homestead or farm or whatever. So saying, okay, I wanted to do this. Sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't though. And like I said, understanding that is cool, but only judging by protection is not a good thing to do. So you can't, like I stated, you can't compare a presser canario. Some can. I mean, some pressers that excel in protection training. But there's also people who believe that these dogs are well bred to do this with just their own instincts that are with instilled in them. Uh, there's different factors that play into being a protection trained dog or protection dog. Decision making, durability. Some of these dogs just aren't built for that. Uh, you know what I mean? It's just that I don't want this to be a long video of me ranting or rambling, but there's a lot of literature that states what dogs were bred for and what they should do, and that makes them working dogs. That makes them um capable of work. But people just have to understand that you calling wanting it to be something is cool, but I said this in the last video, you wanting everything your dog does or looks like to be everything other dogs look like, or you want your dog that you feel like is perfect and does everything correct. You want all the other dogs of that breed to look like and perform like that. It's unrealistic. Breed your own dogs, breed your own line. uh but like I said, I don't want to ramble or rant too much, but I will close by saying protection training is a valid and powerful tool, but it's not the end all be all to a working dog. There's different purposes, different breeds, shapes, and sizes to do different things. So excuse me. As a community, let's not disregard that, and let's not try and downplay a breed for not doing something you believe it should be doing or what you want it to do. That's just not that's just not smart. That's not responsible. And watch some of my videos. Like I just stated, a trainer and a breeder and an owner stated his livestock guardian dog almost killed a decoy because it didn't. I'm not gonna say his name. Shout out to him though. I'm not trying to downplay him or nothing like that, but that's just a first hand experience he gave y'all on my platform to say, yeah, these dogs shouldn't be doing it. I have friends that I know that say these dogs shouldn't do it. because of the power they withhold, the capability to really do damage to somebody they withhold. And a lot of people can't afford to go to court and face charges like that. um, but like I stated, this is really it for this video. Just a little quick ramble, rant, or whatever you like to call it for me. Um, like I said, as a community, let's just be responsible and understand these functions for these dogs. Yeah, that's it. This is another episode of Catch Dog Concepts. Hit the like button, subscribe, share, all that. If you hate this video, uh, just hate it. Don't watch it. Don't like it. Um, and if you comment down below. Share your thoughts. Be respectful, and play with your mama, not me. Y'all have a blessed day.